Hi guys, I hope you guys are able to see my screen and able to hear me as well. All right. So today what we'll proceed with is we have seen what how to declare a string variable, how to declare an integer variable. Okay. Now we will be doing some of the other things. Okay. Like we have seen how a string variable behaves, how an integer variable behaves. Okay, and I don't want to go deep into variables itself. Okay, it will not it will be same like what you guys have learned already. Okay, like how variables behaves and all these things. Okay, but if you any have any questions, you guys can definitely ask me. All right, now we have seen integer variable and string variable. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'll create one more class. I will say class name as boolean variable. Okay, boolean variables. Okay, and I'll get something like this. Then I can just write main, and it's gonna give me the main method. Okay, all right, we have the main method right now. Okay, now how we used to declare an integer variable, we used to do something like this is what we have learned in yesterday's class. Okay, now integer variable, you can store n number of anything, 33, 34, 35, anything you can store. But when you say boolean flag, okay, and you say flag is equal to false, okay, either you can make it true or false. Okay, you can either make it flag as true or flag as false. Okay, true or false. Okay, that's it. And you cannot assign any other value. Okay, I hope you guys understand this. Okay, to a boolean variable we cannot assign anything other than true or false. Okay, it should be either true or false, guys. And now if I run this and if I say print sysout system.out.println, and if I say flag, the output is, try to guess the output, guys. The output is here, true. And you guys know why it is true, correct? First line number 5 gets executed, then line number 6, then I'm declaring a variable, I'm initializing that variable to false, then again I'm initializing it to I'm changing its value to true, and its latest value is true. That's the reason true is getting printed. Okay, I hope there is no doubt in this. If any doubt why this true is getting printed, you can ask me, or you can unmute yourself and ask me. I should be able to help you. Okay, fine, guys. Now this is about declaring variables. Okay, declaring is not a big deal. Okay, and we have seen that. Now some of the things. Okay, some of the things, how to compare two variables. Okay, that is what I will say, how to compare two values. I'm saying compare primitive. Okay, name actually doesn't matter, you can give any name here. Okay, but I'll tell you why I given this name called as compare primitive. Okay, now if you have int num1 is equal to 55, int num2 is equal to 66. Okay, basically we'll see how to compare different things, guys. Okay, now if you want to compare whether num1 and num2 are equal, I will do something like this: boolean flag, then I will say flag is equal to num1 equal to num2. Why this error here? Line number 7. Oh, I am not writing inside the main method. Yes, sorry, I have to put everything inside the main method. Okay, and now if I say system.out.println flag, if I run this, the value is false. Okay, any doubts how we compare two variables, guys? Any doubts, any one of you? No doubt? Pakka? Okay. So what happens is here we are comparing num1 with num2 using double equals. Okay, this is how we compare numbers, and its result, okay, whatever result comes, I'm storing it in this variable called flag. Okay, and since num1 and num2 are not equal, it is printing false. Okay, but if say num1 and num2 are equal, everything both are 55, and if I run this, it is printing true. I hope there is no doubt about it, correct? Okay, fine, guys. Okay, these are all basics actually, but I don't want to assume something that you guys already know. Now, say I have a requirement. Okay, I have a requirement that if both numbers are equal, I have to print on the console. I have to print numbers are equal, and if numbers are not equal, num1 and num2 are not equal, I have to say numbers are not equal. So easiest condition is I have to say if condition. I will say if flag is equal to true, then I will say sysout system.out.println numbers are equal, else numbers are not equal. Now we have not discussed about booleans. Okay, we have not discussed about booleans, or else we have not discussed about if condition. This for the first time in this class I'm writing the if condition. Can you guys guess what will be the output? You can ping me or you can unmute yourself and answer. Anything is okay. Not sure, guys? None of you? Nidhi is saying numbers are not equal. She has pinged, and Ankit is also saying numbers are not equal. Okay, that's what flag is equal to true, and it will not. If I'm checking if is equal to false, so definitely, guys. Okay, I think that is the correct answer. Okay, numbers are not equal. Okay, but normally you will not see. Okay, this what you said is 100% correct, but what I have written is not the industry practice. Okay, industry practice most of the time they will check for for the true condition, but it depends. Okay, so now if I say it will, what it will print, it will print numbers are equal. Correct, numbers are equal. Okay, now this is all fine, guys. Okay, in the if condition I am putting all these things, it's everything is fine. Okay, it's perfectly fine. But what I want to say is, whatever I have written here inside this if condition, it's perfectly fine and it is valid. Okay, but what they follow in the industry is, when you are comparing with a true condition, okay, something with true, what they are saying is, don't put this here. Okay, so what they are saying is, when you just put a flag, it means that it is equal to true. Behind the scene, your Java compiler compares if the flag is equal to true. Okay, so this is one thing that you need to understand. If even if you don't put it, Java compiler does it for you. It compares that flag if it is true. Okay, so it behind the scene it puts something like this. This is the first thing that you need to understand, guys. So going forward, you might not see me writing codes like this. So instead, you might see just flag. Okay. So if flag is true, if the flag is true, I will say numbers are equal. If the flag is false, I will say numbers are not equal. Make sense, guys? Or any doubt here? So if I run this, if any doubt, you can ask me, guys. Feel free. And if I say 55 and 77, it should go to the else condition. Numbers are not equal. Okay, perfect. Okay, you guys are catching it very fast. Okay, so that's perfect. Okay, that's it. Now this is how you will compare two numbers. Okay, give me one minute. Now if I say I'll create one more class, I will say compare strings. Okay, and if you want to, when the class is when you're creating this Java file, you want it to have the main method, you can also check on this checkbox here, so that it will create you the main method. Okay, you need not manually create it. If you create the main method, check this box, it will create the main method for you. And if I click OK, see, main method is already there. If you don't check that box, you will have something like this. Okay, so that's the difference, guys. Now one of the most important thing in Java, if I say string name1 is equal to Nikki, okay, and I'll say string name2, I will say again Nidhi. Okay, and I will use a similar approach, guys. Okay, I'll just copy this code and I'll put it here, and I will say here, now if I run this class, how many of you think what will be printed? Numbers are equal or not equal? I mean, not numbers, names, I'll say. Yeah, guys. Any out? Ankit is saying equal. Okay. All right, guys. Okay. Yes. Names are equal. That is what it will be printed. But let me tell you guys. In case of strings, you should not compare two strings like this. It's a wrong way of doing it. Okay. Wrong way of doing it. Why it is a wrong way of doing it is I won't be able to explain you clearly at this point of time unless we learn something called as objects. I won't be able to explain you clearly. Okay, I won't be able to explain you clearly, guys. So if, but even though it is giving you the correct answer, this is not the correct way, guys. This is absolutely not the correct way. Okay, why it is not the correct way, we will discuss when we go to the objects. Okay, I will just show you something, guys. Okay, see, strings can be, I said, string you are assigning a value of Nidhi can be given like this. And one more way is you can give, you will not know what is this right I'm writing. Don't be worried at this point of time, but you know, you will not know what is this. We have not learned objects. Okay, we have not learned objects, so don't worry what is this new, why we are writing like this. Okay, at this point of time no need to worry. But let me tell you something. Okay, I'll say SYSOUT name 1 and I'll say SYSOUT name 2. Now I'll just show you. Now if you see, it will give you names are not equal. See, name is one, name 1 also Nidhi, name 2 also Nidhi, but still it is saying names are not equal. And this is precisely the reason we will not be using double equals when it comes to strings. What we have to use, that we will see later, guys. What we have to use, that we will see later. But at this point of time, understand, even though name 1, when I'm printing name 1, it is showing me Nidhi. Again, I'm printing name 2, it is again showing me Nidhi. But still, when you compare these two, it says names are not equal. Okay, there is a proper concept in objects. Okay, there is something about objects because of which this double equals doesn't work good when you use strings. Okay, why it doesn't work we will see when we learn objects, guys. Okay, any doubts still? If at all you guys are getting any doubts here, you can ask me, guys. And don't be worried what is this new, we will learn what is this new and everything in objects. And believe me, guys, that is when your actual Java starts. Whatever we are learning, it's not actually Java. Okay, it's like the basics you might have seen in any programming language. Okay, but I don't want to take any chance. Okay, I want to make sure everyone is on the same level. That's the only reason I'm taking these first, you know, 4 classes, you can say. Okay, no doubt, guys. Okay, but feel free if you guys have any doubt. Okay, that's important. But you should understand one thing. What I proved now is this name, this you cannot use double equals when you are comparing two strings. Name 1 is a string, name 2 also is a string. You cannot use equals to operator, and we have seen it gives you wrong result. Actually, Nidhi and Nidhi, it should be like, it should say names are equal, correct? but it is still saying names are not equal. Okay, that is the thing. But if you use, instead of that new keyword, if you use something like this, and now it will gonna give you the correct result. But you know, but understand, you should not use double equals when you compare. Okay, that's it, guys. Now that you understand all these things, okay, it's a time to go to one of the unique thing, that is methods in Java. Okay, methods in Java. Okay, and I will not be going through each and every kind of variable, boolean, flag, float. No. Okay, when there is a need, we will definitely see it, guys. Okay, when there is a need, when we will be developing the framework itself. Okay, and we will see if at all there is a need, we'll use it. That's what I can say you. Now, before I can proceed further, I just wanted to give you guys a couple of things here. Okay, now this is the place of my project. Okay, this is my workspace, or this is where my project is. Okay, my workspace is inside B29 folder, and inside the workspace I have created this project, and this project has bin folder and source folder. Okay, bin folder and source folder, and you know what bin folder will have and what source folder will have. Okay, now I want to give you a little hint about what are packages in Java. Okay, what are packages in Java? I will write something, I'll create a package, I'll right click on this source folder, and I will say right click new package, and I will say methods. Okay, what I did right click on source new. How we used to do class, in the same way I'm doing package. Okay, and I will say package name is methods. Okay, and have a look at, see, this is the source folder. I'm creating a package. Okay, package name is methods, I'm saying. Now you will see what you will see something here when I create that package. Okay, see that it's nothing but a folder, guys. Package in a true sense is nothing but a folder, nothing else, guys. I have created a package now, and package is empty. Now if I see, this is my package, and if I, this is method package got created. Now if I create a class, and I will say some class name is method with without arg, without arg. Okay, something. Okay, don't worry about this method, whatever name I'm giving. Okay, this is the class name. I'm creating a class now. See, I have created a method, created a package, and the package name is methods. Okay, and in that package names, in that package I'm creating a class. Okay, so if you see, the package is empty. Inside the source folder I created this folder called package called methods. That's the reason we say package is nothing but a folder, guys. That's it. And now inside that package I'm creating a class. How I'm doing it? Right click on that package, and I'm saying new class, and I'm just putting something. Now if you see, that class is right here. So whatever classes that you will create inside the package will be inside this folder. Inside src folder, inside methods will be there. If you go to bin folder, the same structure will be there, methods. and that class will be here. Okay, that is the thing. Any doubts? What is a package in Java? A package is nothing but a folder, guys. That's it. If you create a package named, say, if I'm creating a package called Ankit, and see, I'm let me go inside the source folder. I'm creating a package called Ankit. You're gonna see a folder there. Yeah, go ahead, Nidhi.
Vishal, so why we are creating packages?
Yes, that's a question. Okay. Now, why we are creating packages? It's basically because of some of the things, like you can say the most important thing is, say you're developing an application, okay, say banking application, or let me take why banking application, let me take an example of Selenium. Okay, you are creating the Selenium framework. Okay, Selenium framework. When you're creating the Selenium framework, you might have a package called Smoke. All your Smoke test script will be inside the Smoke package. Okay, now you might have one more package called as regression. All your regression test scripts will be in this particular regression folder or regression package. Similarly, you might have something called as, sanity. I don't know what is the difference between sanity and Smoke, to be frank. Okay, sanity, and like this. What they normally do is they will have these things separately. Okay, that is the only reason you might be using, what is this, packages. Okay, to separate whatever, say for example you want to run the Smoke test case, you will keep it in one package. All the Smoke test cases, say you have 10 different Smoke test cases. Okay, how to write test cases, or sorry, test scripts, we will see, okay, in Selenium. That those, say you will probably do something like this. You will do source new, and you will say Smoke. Okay, this is not the correct way, but understand at this point of time, Smoke, and you will say, I'll say something like login logout. Okay, login logout. Okay, like that. You will have n number of classes, say something about something about fund transfer. Okay, so like this, all these test scripts belong to Smoke test scripts will be in the Smoke package. And again, you might create one more package. Okay, so but like this, you might have multiple packages just to keep your code separately. Smoke related code will be separate, regression test script related code will be separate. Okay, but one most important thing, guys, okay, this is what you will get answer everywhere. Okay, but in a true sense, if you ask me why the packages are necessary, I have to tell you what is something mean by public, what do I mean by private, what do I mean by protected, and what do I mean by default. Okay, I have to explain you these four things to tell you what is the other benefit of packages. Okay, now the problem is I cannot explain you all these things. I told you so far, just imagine public has to be there. I cannot explain you unless we go for objects in Java. Okay, and we should be able to start objects in next maximum around 4 classes. Okay, so hold on till then. Okay, so actually speaking, first one of the uses, I want to separate my code. Okay, I want to keep my Smoke related test cases in separate folder, that is separate this one. Okay, that is one of the use, but most important use is you can, using packages along with this access specifier, this public whatever you see here, that is called as access specifiers. Okay, public, there are other things also. There is something called as private, protected, default. Okay, along with this access specifier and the packages, you can achieve who can access which code. Okay, that is one of the real use of what is that, packages. Okay, that is one of the real use of packages. Okay, so we will be discussing about it when we go to this, what is public, private, protected, and default. Okay, but as of now, understand packages are one of the use of the packages to code, to keep your code separately. Okay, that is the thing. So if at all you are a Java developer and you are developing a banking application, and say you have to send some reminders. Okay, whenever someone does some transaction, you have to send some reminders. So you will have a package called as reminder package. You might have a package called as fund transfer package. Okay, so like that it goes. Okay, that is the thing. Any other doubt, guys? And we will see this, we will see what is the real use of packages when we go to, when we understand this public, private, protected, and default. Okay, any other doubt, guys? No? Okay, now you guys understood packages are nothing but the folders. Okay, packages are nothing but the folders. But let me tell you guys, is this the right way to write the package name? No, if you ask me, this is not the correct way to write the package name. Okay, this is one of the most important thing that you need to know. Then what is the correct way? Okay, what is the correct way to write a package name? What they do in the industry, how they follow in the industry. Now if I want to show you something here, okay, if you go to GRE system library, and if you go to something called as rt.jar or any of the jar file, see, they are writing packages like this: com.oracle.net, com.oracle.nio, com.oracle.util. Okay, they are writing packages like this. They are giving this dot in between, dot in between. If you see the Java thing, okay, these are all the packages which comes along with the Java. Okay, when we install Java, and I don't need right now the Selenium standalone jar, but just to tell you guys about you know class path, I had added the Selenium standalone jar. Actually I don't need it, I can remove it, but let it be there, no problem. Okay, see, if you go to this Selenium standalone jar, there are a lot of packages, lots of packages. Okay, and how they are writing the packages: com.sun.jna ptr. Okay, so they are not using a single word. Except for this package, you don't see anywhere they are using the single word. Okay, so there is, in industry they follow a particular approach while writing the method names, sorry, not method name, package name. What they do is, for example, you are working in a product based company, say, or else you are working for a Citibank project. Okay, Citibank project, your packages will be their domain name, in the sense they domain name reversed. Okay, normally Citibank's domain is city.com, correct? Your package name, almost all of your packages, okay, and this is just the industry practice, guys. Okay, it is not that if you don't follow that your code will not work, nothing like that. Okay, they will reverse this: com dot city dot, say, you're developing a reminder functionality, you will say reminders, say com dot city dot you know, balance balance transfer. Okay, so they will normally use the domain name, then dot the actual thing. Okay, that is what is the industry practice. But we need to know one thing here. Okay, this is just the industry practice, but if you want, if you just, you can say just reminders, absolutely no problem, no one will gonna answer question you why you gave you this is just the industry practice, guys. Okay, and I want you to follow these industry practice because of some specific reason. Okay, there is a reason called as Java docs. Okay, I'm not sure whether you guys heard of it or not. Okay, because of these Java docs, it is very, kind of good practice to follow these rules. Okay, industry rules. Okay, that's it. Okay, even if you don't follow, your code will work, but there are some problems. Okay, so what are those problems? We'll see when we talk about Java docs, guys. Okay, now say I work for a company, and that our live project will be for a company called Merck. Okay, Merck Pharmaceuticals. Okay, that I'll be giving you the live project. We'll be developing the entire framework from the scratch. Okay, so most of my, you know, packages will be com.merck dot something, whatever. Okay, say smoke. This is how my package names will be. Okay, I will not just create a package called a smoke. Okay, so let's see what happens if I create a package called com.merck.methods. Okay, you guys need to know something here. Okay, if I create this package, what happens? I have told you, if at all I create a package named methods, I have told you a folder method gets created. Now, does it mean that if I create a package called com.merck.methods, a folder called com.merck.methods will be created? That is the question. And you will gonna see the difference here. Okay, if I click on finish, you just see com. Then what about the other things? We have given the name as com.merck.methods, correct? What are the other things? Other things are nothing but it will be inside merck.methods. Okay, so com, inside com, it creates some folder called methods. Sorry, com, inside the com, it creates a method called as, sorry, folder called as merck, and inside that methods. So if you give 4 dots, for example, I'll delete it, and if I create one more package, sorry, one more package, say one more dot, say hello dot hi dot a something. Okay, so first it will create a folder called com inside source folder. Then it will create, inside that com it will create merck. Inside that merck it will create methods. Inside that methods it will create a folder called hello, and inside that hello it will create a folder called hi, and inside that hi it will create a folder called hey. Okay, this is how it goes, guys. Okay, so shall we check it? That is what you need to know. And whenever you give a dot, it will treat the next part as the new folder, and again there is a dot, it will create a new folder inside that folder. Okay, so dot is the thing which works as a, folder creator or something like that, you can say. Okay, if I say here, you can see what happened. Yeah, you can see src com merge methods hello hi hey, and if I create any class now, what's up? Okay, I create a class called what's up, and this class will be created in hey folder. Okay, so You go to com, more methods, hello, hi, hey. It will be inside this hey folder, the last folder, whatever you say. Any doubt, guys, here? Feel free, guys. Any doubt? So if you again, if you create one more package, say com dot shivam, okay, com dot shivam, and click OK. Inside src folder, it will try to create inside src folder. It will try to create a folder called com, but com is already there, correct? So it will not create one more folder because you cannot have two folders of the same name, correct? In the same folder, you cannot create one more folder like this here saying com. It will not work, correct? So that is the thing. So instead, it will reuse this com, and inside that com, right next to mark, it will create something called as shivam. Let's see. See, right next to mark, it created shivam. That is how it works. Any doubts, any one of you? No doubt. Okay. This is what you need to know about the methods. Methods are nothing but the folders. And if you say, if you create a method called vishal dot r, it will create inside src folder, it will create a folder called vishal, and inside vishal it will create a folder called r. Okay, something like that. Okay, so I'll create my first package. I'll say com dot merge dot methods. Okay, I will say mark a. There is a reason I'll say mark a. I'm giving this just this a. You'll understand it later on, but oh, just a minute. Okay, so I have a package now, and in that package I will create my first class, and the class name I'll say is, I have given some class name, that is method without arg, without return type. Okay, don't worry about this method, my class name. I'll say class 1 or else example 1. Okay, example 1. Okay, now we all know that there will be a main method and your execution starts from the main method. But say your requirement is something like this, you know, there is a string called a string name is equal to Vishal. Okay, Vishal. Now your requirement is this. You have to print, first you have to print the first letter V somehow. Okay, somehow you have to print my first letter, and second time I have to print one more. I'll just show you guys. Okay, don't worry what I'm writing. Whatever I'm writing from line number 8, don't be worried. I will tell you what I'm trying to do. Okay, don't be worried. I have not taught you guys any of these. I just want you to understand what is the need for, what is the need for going for methods. Okay. See, my requirement is I will be giving a name, some string. Okay. And the requirement is to print this name like this, one letter at a time, one letter at a time. Okay, this is my requirement. And say I have to keep on doing this. First I'll be doing it for name called as Vishal. Again I'll be doing it for, say, this time you are giving name is equal to Ankit, I'll say Ankit, and you have to do the same thing again. For Ankit also you have to almost do the same thing. And you will say something. Okay. Okay. Now you have to do it for one more person. Say Nidhi. Nidhi. So, and if I run this, it works perfectly fine, guys. It will work perfectly fine. First, I'll say here, I give this one some line break I give. So, I mean, just to differentiate different names. Okay, after printing something, and don't be worried. What is this code I have written? I have not taught you guys. I want you to want you guys to understand why we need methods. Okay, that is the first thing to understand, guys. See, it is working perfectly fine. Here it is saying Ankit and here it is saying Nidhi. That's everything is fine, guys. But imagine, imagine your project requirement is, so this is your project requirement in build one. Okay. In the second build number two, you're say you're working on agile or something. Build number two, your requirement is you should do something like this. Okay. You should only just 1 minute, guys. Okay, give me one. Okay, sorry about that. Your requirement is in the second build you have to only print the odd index. I you have to print, H you have to print, and L you have to print. Here you have to print N, I, that's it. Here you have to print I, H. Okay, you need not print. Okay, this is the new requirement. Okay, in release 2 or build 2 or whatever you say. Okay, now if that is the requirement, how many places you have to change? You have to change some logic here. Okay, so I might write some logic like for, okay, for I is for, sorry, int I is equal to 0, I is less than equal to name split, something I'm writing. Okay, don't be worried. Not length. Okay, I have to write this code. Okay, I have to do some changes here, and then I might do name split something. Okay, I might do something like this. Okay, or else the requirement is you should not be typing the first letter. Okay, you should not be typing the first letter. So I will probably do like this. Okay, only I have to print ISH, NKIT, and here IDHI. Okay, this is what is the requirement. So I might do some changes here. I equals to 1 and I is less than this one. Okay, this now you have done a code change here, but you have to copy paste the same code at all the places. You have to copy paste the same code at all the places. But the problem is now your efforts are a lot. Okay, you have to change it here, you have to change it here, you have to change it here. Okay, and now it will work, still it will work, but your efforts are more. Okay, say I have removed the first letter, this is my requirement, efforts are more. So in these kind of scenarios, when we go for methods is, if any operation, see this is an operation, it's almost same, this is same as this, and this is same as, almost everything is same. So any operation that you are doing twice, more than once, has to be made as a method. What are methods? We will see. Okay, they will say methods are, you know, list of some instructions. Okay, that is true, but you should understand, why do we need methods? The first most important use of the methods is code reusability. Code reusability. Okay, now if at all, I'd say now I don't have methods, I'm changing the code here, I'm changing the code here, I am changing the code here. If I'm doing the same thing for 100 times, I have to change at 100 different places. 100 different places. But say consider I have a method. Okay, I have a method. How to create the methods I'm not discussing now. Just see the code. Okay, see the code. Okay, and don't worry what I have written here. Okay, it's not the time to, discuss about those things, so don't be worried at all, guys. Okay, we'll discuss all those things, not to be worried. Say I'm creating, okay, something. Okay, don't worry what I'm writing here. I just want you to understand, why do we need methods? Now I have created a method. How to create a method also I'm not discussing. What is this void, what is this public, I'm not discussing right now. But understand, if I have methods, your program, if at all you want to do this operation, okay, I want to print all the, from V to I, V to L, from this order, okay, vertical order, I mean new line, every character on a new line, you'll probably do this, do my work, and you will probably, don't worry what is the static or anything, do my work, and I will say name. If I run this program, it's gonna type this via SHAL. Okay, now next time I want to say, I want to do the same thing with Nidhi. Again, same thing with Ankit. What is happening is, this code, this particular code, whatever I have written inside the method, it is getting reused, guys. Okay, so you will see it will do the same thing. Okay, via SHAL, Nidhi, and Ankit. Okay, this is what it is saying. And tomorrow your project requirement is, no, I don't want all the things, I want it from the second character. You will say, I want it from the third character. Say in my case it will be SHAL, here your case DHI, and in Ankit's case KIT. Okay, so all you need to do is you have to do the change at only one place. You need not do the change at every and each line. That's because that code is getting reused, guys. See, so one of the most important use of methods is code reusability, and it reduces the efforts, guys. It reduces your efforts. We have not discussed how to write this method. Absolutely, we have not discussed, guys. But we will discuss how to write a method. Okay, and I will take till 10:30 today. Okay, and we will see how to write our simple method. Okay, not like this much of complex. Okay, I mean it's not complex, but yeah, initially itself let's not go for it. Okay, I'll fine. I will say. And any doubts here, any one of you? Don't worry about the code. You will know each and every bit of it. But why do we go for methods? Any doubt? Say any changes that they want, you need not do it at, say, this has to be continued for 100 times. 100 times. Okay, say here you are saying Shubham or something Nishant. Okay, you have to do it for 100 times. Okay, and you are not using methods. You have to, if at all this code is there, instead of methods, if this code is there everywhere, here 100 times, you have to, if at all there is any change, you have to do changes at 100 different places. But if you have methods, if there is any change in the logic, just do it at one place. That's it, and it gets reflected whenever you call that method. That is the most important use of methods, guys. Okay, now let me take an example. I'll say example 2. Okay, and I'll have main method. Now let's create our first method. Okay, first method. Okay, how do we create our first method is, this is your main method. Okay, and it starts from here, it ends here. You have to do the same thing, public static void. Okay, as of now understand, this is common thing, public static void. And then you have to give some name. I will name, give a name as greet, and you have to do this phrases, and this is it. This is the simplest form of method. Okay, now if you want to call this method, all you need to do is you just call it like this, greet. That's it. You just copy this part and paste it here. That's it, guys. Now whatever you do it in that method, it will be done, guys. Okay, hi, good morning. Okay, why, good morning. Now if I run this, it will print you. First I'll show you something else. SYSOUT, hi, first line in main method. Okay, and I will say last line in main method. So I always said your execution starts from the first line in the main method. So line number 6 will be executed, and when line number 7 it executes, it will see, oh okay, there is a call to a method, so your control will come here, and it will execute this entire thing. Whatever is there inside that method, it will be executed, and once it is executed, your control will go back to the next line. Okay, so that is the reason if I run this program, it is first printing hi first line in the main method. Then it sees there is a call to a method, so whatever is there in the method, it will be executed. What is there in the method? Hi, good morning. That is what is there in the method. Okay, once that is done, last thing is this hi last line in main method. This one will be executed, guys. Any doubts, any one of you, we can discuss, guys. And I have still not told you what is this greet, what is this void. Okay, any doubt? No? Okay, fine, guys. Now I will create one more class. I'll say its class name is example3. I will say the problem with this method is how much ever time I call this method again, it will always do only one thing. What is that? It will always do only one thing, that is greet. It will say hi good morning. Correct? Even if you call it 1,000 times, it will always print hi good morning. Right? But you don't want that. Say you want to always print hi good morning sharp. Now the problem is if I say it will always print hi good morning Vishal, but your requirement is whatever it is printing this particular part, this should be dynamic. This part should be dynamic. That's your requirement, guys. In that case, what there is a way how to do it is here whatever you type within these two brackets, okay, this is called, this particular area whatever you type is called method arguments, or also called as method parameters. Okay, just understand whatever you're gonna type, it is called method arguments or method parameters. Okay, there are two different names people are using. Okay, I'll say always I will use the word arguments. Okay, so you can declare a variable here. Okay, it's basically you are declaring a variable. I will say string name, and I will say here plus name. Okay, I have declaring a variable. I am not initializing it. That is the most important thing. Okay, just ignore this entire code, just concentrate on these methods. Okay, ignore this code but just concentrate on this method. I'm declaring a variable. I'm not initializing. I'm not saying name equals to 22 or name equals to Vishal. I'm not saying anything, but I'm saying hi good morning plus name. So if at all name is assigned a value of say Nidhi, it will say hi good morning Nidhi. If the name is assigned a value of India, it will say hi good morning India. So but we are not initializing this name variable. Okay, we are just declaring it. And now if someone asks you this method takes how many arguments, you should say this is this method, the method name is greet. Okay, method name is greet. ignore all these things. You should say method name is greet, and it takes string argument one string argument. Okay, and how it has to be initialized is when you are calling this greet method, since now you have to pass a name to it, a string to it. I will pass, say, India, and here I will pass US. Now if I run this, first it will print good morning India, and then it will print good morning USA. Any doubt, guys? Any one of you? Any doubts here? Now I have made this method little more dynamic. Dynamic in the sense you can exactly say what you want to, to whom you want to greet. Okay, and if this one is confusing you, you can do it like this. Okay, you can say string country is equal to India. You can declare a thing, and then you can pass here country. Okay, it will do country will have India. It's as if you are typing India here. Okay, or if you want to do it like this is also fine, or else you can do it in two lines like this. So there are four kinds of methods, and this method, whatever you are seeing currently, this method is called the method name is greet. This method is called single argument method. Single argument method, because it is taking one argument. Say it is taking two arguments, name 1 and name 2, comma, name 2. Then compulsorily you have to pass two arguments. See, it is giving you the error. It is saying the method greet takes two arguments, but it's not applicable for single argument. So you can say country, comma, Taiwan, okay, something like this. And here also USA, comma, Africa, okay. And here you can say name 1, and you can say plus name 2. Now this method is called, it's a two argument method. Two argument method. See, first it is saying India, Taiwan, and then it is saying USA, Africa. So you can pass any number of arguments that you want. Now, are you able to identify a method with argument and a method without argument? Here, this greet is a method without argument, but this greet method is a method with argument. Any doubt, guys? Any one of you? No? Okay. If there is no doubt, that's it for today, guys. Okay, that's it for today. And from here on, I will be sending you some or other assignments, guys. Okay, some or other assignments. And whatever I have covered, only those things I will be giving you assignments on. Okay, so now you understood. Yeah, go ahead, Nidhi. Nidhi has a doubt, please.
Yeah. Vishal, you have passed two arguments, right? Name 1 and name 2. name2, and if you want to print the values while using string country equals to this method, this type, then how do you do that?
Uh, no, I did not get you. So I'm
Yeah, yeah,
this method takes two string arguments, correct?
yeah,
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 yes,
yes,
yes. If you use greet method directly, then you can pass values USA and Africa, right? This I
yeah,
have understood.
yeah.
But if we want to print the values like using string country equals to India,
Okay,
because yeah, it has, you are passing two arguments in the method. So how do you type in this?
okay. In like this, I mean, are you asking something
Yes.
like this? String country two is equal to. Are you? Let me know if at all you are asking like this. Say this is how it was. I'll just comment it, but you can say. Let me know. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Are you talking something like this? Instead of Taiwan, you can say
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
country two. Okay, this is
Yes.
possible.
Yes.
So it's like as long as as long as you can either pass variables with that variable should have that value, some value,
Okay.
and you can pass it like this. Okay, if you don't want to store it in variable, you can directly want to pass like this, so you can pass it. Or else you want to do it like this, say one you want to pass it as a variable, and the second one you want to say
Okay.
China.
Fine. Fine.
This is also possible.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Okay. But one most important thing to understand is these variables will be initiated. See, these variables first, it's like I'm not initializing. These will be initiated when the method call happens to this particular thing. So here USA will be assigned to name one, Africa will be assigned to name two. So that is alone you have to understand. Any other doubt, guys? Any one of you? No? If no doubt, that's it for today, guys. I'll be sending you the recordings. Actually, Shivam is not able to make it because of the go live thing which is going on for him. But yeah, I'll be sending you guys the assignments as well as the recordings, guys. Okay. If you get time, do it. If not, I will be doing it in the class anyway. Okay. That's it, guys. Thanks a lot. Thanks for joining. Take care. Bye bye.